it's about taking up space. I mean, I can go to all the pop ups up and down Boylston Street, but I may not see someone like me. And just to be inspired by other people's stories, I know mine, but I always get some kind of inspiration from our event, period. Just seeing how people have grown into the space.
For me, it's about, community. Like, I know for me, my first time showing up in Boston, like she said, it's easy to kind of get lost in all the hustle and bustle on Boylston Street with the pop-up shops and the fast runners and stuff. And you don't really see many people that look like you.
Welcome to the Safe Space Running Podcast. We're here to encourage, empower, and enable. I have two very special guests from a very special organization that's near and dear to the marathon community. I have Rochelle and Philip, part of the Black Unicorn Marathoners. I'll start with you, Rochelle. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to talk about Black unicorns.
Yes. And Philip, how are you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm laid back. I'm on vacation, so we can chat away.
And you didn't take us with you? I don't know how I should feel about that. You didn't give no kind of invitation. You probably living it up, and we sitting here working hard.
Nah, I leave on Thursday for the Bahamas, so
So you got to take us there.
Yeah, y'all catch up with me by Thursday, so I can take y'all with me.
That's all right. So while I have you, and while I have you right now, Philip, what do you have planning right now for your race schedule? Do you have anything, any big plans, any big races that you're shooting for right now?
Nah, right now I have nothing on the schedule. I've kind of been tapering down on my running since like 24. So I was supposed to run some stuff later on in the year, but I never got back to seriously training. So I decided to kind of keep it low key for the rest of the year and try to get something for next year.
That's fair. And Rochelle, what do you got? I know you always got something. You always got something. So what you got?
So I'm going to Virginia to do Jamaica's race, the You Matter Juneteenth race.
Nice.
What else, man? I have Berlin.
Okay.
I have another marathon I'm not going to talk about right now.
Okay. Top secret.
I'm doing the half in November in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. And I'm doing the race again this year.
Oh, well, we got to pull up to the race. The race is guaranteed. Like that race put me out, but it was so worth it. That was definitely one of the hardest half marathons I've done, but it was so worth it. The culture was there in full effect. It was such a beautiful thing to see.
And then I know I have other races. I just put my race calendar together. But I am doing a local race called FET 5K, which is in Mattapan, one of the neighborhoods of Boston.
Okay. Nice. Like I say, I know you always got something.
I feel like a slacker now, boy.
To be fair, Rochelle always doing something. She stays making moves. So you gotta you gotta take. She's like she's on a whole nother level compared to the rest of us. So I think we're in a safe space to be okay in that. But I digress. Like I said, today's session was really about, again, something that's really unique into the marathon space. Everyone knows about the fabled Boston Marathon. It goes without saying its reputation, especially along, your elite athletes and those who are pushing for that, that Boston qualifier time, me. Ugh. But I digress because there is an organization that was founded, I believe, in 2015 called the Black Unicorns, which you guys are a part of and helped found. So, Rochelle, I'm going to start with you on this. Why the Black Unicorn Marathoners? Why start something of this nature, and especially at something as a prestige of a race, as people put it, as Boston?
Well, it's about taking up space. I mean, I can go to all the pop-ups up and down Boylston Street, but I may not see someone like me. And to be real, when I started running, I told my mom, and it was almost like there was a secret health condition I had that I wasn't aware of. So often there may not be support from your own family. So that 18 weeks, 18, 16 weeks can be kind of lonely. So it's great to know and to meet up with other runners and just to be inspired by other people's stories. I know mine, but I always get some kind of inspiration from our event period, just seeing how people have grown into the space.
I love that. And what I liked about it is we met in Sydney, and I seen everybody with the Black Unicorn Marathoners, and it rang so true about that inspiration. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I want that. That's what I want. I want that right there. And that goes to my next question, which I'll tailor to you, Philip, is that what is the impact that you've seen as part of this organization, as Rochelle put it, taking space into this marathon area, especially in Boston?
For me, it's about community. Like I know for me, my first time showing up in Boston, like she said, it's easy to kind of get lost in all the hustle and bustle on Boston Street with the pop up shops and the fast runners and stuff, and you don't really see many people that look like you. So when you go to an event that's tailor made for Black and brown individuals, and you feel celebrated, and you see all these people that's from City Hall or from the mayor's office or from the BAA show up at the event to kind of celebrate you. I mean that lets you know that you're seen, and that's a lot of motivation to get them 26 miles in, coming up them hills in Boston, man. So to
Hmm.
me, it's all about community and support and you know being seen.
I love that. I love that. And to kind of continue off of that, I'm going to give this question to you as well, Philip, is that I think what's so special about the Black Unicorn Marathon is that you highlight, I'm gonna put it, everyday runners. Boston is so known for that elitism, which I get. As a competitor in former years, I understand that there is a competitive nature and a competitive spirit to Boston, which I completely understand. But sometimes that's not as achievable for everybody. But the Black Unicorn Marathoners have always made it a mission to highlight everyone, especially people of color, who is participating in that. And you guys have it even on your website where you highlight this year's participants who've got recognized. Why is it important to recognize everyone in that space instead of just those who've qualified for the Black Unicorn Marathoners?
For me, if you a qualifier or you a charity runner or influencer, I mean, to do the 26 miles, you already elite. Like, there's what, less than 1% of the population in the world ever do a marathon. So the fact that you can do 26 miles in any amount of time is you elite. So the fact that we make it a purpose to make every single runner feel special as they should, because they already elite. It ain't that many people in the world that can complete a marathon.
Mm-hmm. That's big facts to that, because I tell people all the time, a mile is a mile, no matter how you do it. We all got the same medal when we cross that line. Even the elites get the same medal as we do, and I love that you guys take time to highlight those individuals. And with that said, my next question will be to you, Rochelle. There is a couple, alongside of recognizing the individuals who participate, who are part of Black Unicorn Marathoners. You guys have two special teams. You have Team Meb 10 and Team Blevins. And for those who are know, Marilyn Blevins is one as a true pioneer, one of the, I believe, the first black-born African-American female to break the 3-hour mark, and this was 1975. I believe it was 2:55 and some seconds, give or take. Forgive me if the seconds are wrong, but regardless, in 1975, that's phenomenal, especially in a space where running wasn't always geared towards people of color. And for her to achieve that was phenomenal. But on top of that, you guys have taken that and created a team to really honor her legacy. And my question to you is, why honor that and why keep that spirit alive as part of the program?
I think, okay, we're from a culture where we honor our ancestors, and she is the ultimate ancestor, and she is here with us. So until we go somewhere else, then it's more than fitting that there is at least one Boston event that recognizes her contributions. Um, in terms of the Team Meb 10 team, we actually rebranded that and kind of switched it over. So the inception was upon Meb's 10th year anniversary of winning the Boston Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
And Meb and his brother Mahawi have been some of the biggest advocates. So upon Meb's 10-year anniversary, we had to make sure that we highlighted him and celebrated him. His team has evolved to, I guess, Team Pioneers, to honor the Pioneers team that won the team competition at the Boston Marathon, and it has been the only um, team of color that has ever won that race.
Wow.
So this is a challenge for folks out there now. It would be great to see another of color team win the team marathon competition in Boston.
I would love that. That reminds me of the program Black Sub 3, which is another organization that started earlier. I want to say earlier this year, maybe half of last year or so, where they have a cohort of athletes, Black and people of color, who are all trying to break three, just to continue that narrative that we people of color belong into that elite space. So it's good that you guys honor that and put that as part of the program. Now, I do have one last question for you, and it'll go for both of you. But before I go to that, there's one thing I always like to do is always, you said it best. We are a culture that honor our ancestors and those who came before us. And like I said, when I met you, Rochelle, in Sydney, that medal that Jack from Peace Runners got had lit a fire. Like, I never thought that I would want a medal so much. I have a box of medals that I have from running for all these years, but that one medal had really stuck out. And that speaks to the program that you guys have created with the Black Unicorn Marathoners. Because not only do you, I love the phrase that you said, we're taking up space, we're making space for us to be present in that. But it takes individuals like yourselves, like you, Rochelle, and you, Philip, and the other pioneers of the Black Unicorn Marathoners to create that opportunity, especially for us, a younger generation of people of color who are just now entering into this space. So I want to make sure, as you said, we make sure we honor ours. I want to honor you two and the rest of the team for what you guys have created over the past couple of years and what you guys continue to create. You guys have created a space and a place for us to exist in an event that wasn't always geared towards us, in a distance endurance sport that sometimes is, skewed to one or the other. But I love that you honor everybody. So before all this is said and done, I want to always make sure that we thank you. And point blank, I appreciate you both. I appreciate the work that you do, and I'm so honored to speak with you. And I admire the things that you've done. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that.
I don't know what you say to that one.
Yeah.
Because I just like to be outside. I love a good party, so I'm going to just be real. I love a good party, so it's a perfect mix of meeting new people and people that, I follow some people on like Black Runners Connection. So it's a great mix of getting these communities together in Boston.
I love it. And go ahead, Philip. I'm sorry.
No, it's just like, for us, it's just like getting the family together, get together with all the cousins and celebrate, have a good time. It's like a family reunion, man.
Yeah, you don't have to, but you do. And like you said, Rochelle, we always should be, when we're in a position to thank those who came before us, who've paved the way for us to make moves, we have to make sure we honor that. So I'd be remiss if I left this call and not give you guys that for people to understand. I'm sure others have told you the same, but I can talk about and hype y'all up all day. That's what I do. That's what I enjoy doing, but it's all sincere. My last question, and I'll ask this to you, Rochelle, first, is my heart's always been to, people who are early or first starting into the space of running and marathoning, whether it be 5K or marathons. So this gives you a chance, Philip, to think of your question or your answer. But for you, Rochelle, I'm actually both the same. What is one piece of advice you would give to a runner or a walker who is just now entering into the space? One thing you'd recommend to them?
That's a hard one.
Mm.
I'd say do your research and have a passion for being inquisitive, because when you learn the different parts of things that you're going to do, it just makes it permanent and makes the whole journey make sense to you, and just embrace the journey.
I love that. All right, Philip, you can't use the same answer, but you mean you could, but no, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what one piece of advice you give somebody brand new in the space.
I mean, I just give the same advice I was giving. Like, I mean, you can do it. Like I before I ever ran a half marathon, I had people telling me I could Boston qualify, and at
Mm.
that time, it just felt. My goal was to run a half marathon, 26 miles. Like I don't even want to drive 26 miles, let alone run 26.
Hmm.
And then the training I was doing for like 5Ks, 10Ks, there's no way I thought in my mind I could even run 26 miles. And I have people that I just met and they're like, man, you could Boston qualify. You can Boston qualify. You can Boston qualify. So once I believed that I could do it, of course, it wasn't no problem doing it. But so I just tell people, just believe you can do it and you can do it. Like you saying that's one of your goals, you can do it. Now, the steps we take to get there might be different for each individual, but we all capable of getting to the Boston starting line and more importantly, getting to the finish of the Boston Marathon. So I just tell people they can do it. If that's what you want to do, put your mind to it, take the steps, set up the program, and do it.
I love that. That's one of my favorite questions because everyone has such a unique perspective because everyone's story is different. Well, again, for those who are listening or watching, please look up the Black Unicorn Marathoners. They're on socials, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, websites. It goes without saying they are well renowned, especially in the Boston community. But again, they're renowned in my heart just because of the inspiration that you guys have given myself and plenty others who line up on that start line, knowing that when they cross at Boston, they are officially a Black unicorner. So to you both, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
And
You're
when
welcome.
you coming?
Look, great answer. I'm pulling up next year, regardless of whatever happens. I'm pulling up next year. That's already in my calendar. I'm going to be there. Now we're working this year to qualify, but whether I qualify or not, I'm pulling up to see my cousins, and I'm going to support whether I'm on the line or on the sidelines. Who knows? We're gonna figure it out though.
So, just as a shameless plug, it's
Yes.
the Saturday before the Boston Marathon. So, we hope to see you and your audience in Boston.
Oh, I'm pulling up Thursday. Like, maybe even Wednesday. I'm like I said, I have that whole week set, but we're bringing the culture with us. You guys already have it there, and I'm definitely bringing the safe space audience alongside with me for the journey. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, every position is important. Whether you're a runner or whether you're a supporter on the sideline, you will
Hmm.
make a big difference that weekend for the Black Unicorn.
Bet. Awesome.
And then another thing, because
Yeah.
your audience, if you're not running Boston, you may want to do 26 Point True. So that's just, I hate to plug them too, but that weekend is live. There's another race, a marathon and half marathon they can do if they don't get into Boston.
I like that. And what we'll do for that is we'll put the links to those two as well into the bio so that way people are aware for those who may not be able to do Boston but still want to have that experience. We got to pull up. We got to pull up. It's such a good time. If the race is any sign of what's to come, and they said there was family down there, as you said, race cousins, we're gonna be lit. It's gonna be a good time one way or another. So thank you both. Appreciate you.
And
Thank
thank
you.
you for having us. I appreciate the work you're doing. Um, and look, Sydney.
Right? Ah, Sydney was so amazing. It really was. It really was.